Okay, so I got a surprise. I've been waiting for this for a couple days, and Trevor drove me over to the salvage yard, and he's busting out this toolkit. Look at this toolkit. And do you think you're in front of it? Oh yeah, look at that. So Trevor Saab, and I got a Volvo. So Wagon City.
He wanted to join in on the Swedish dad wagon, so.
But we'll see if this actually runs. It says it runs. Had a dead battery. We'll see what happens. All right, so I just got some petrol for the Volvo station wagon. It's a V70R. I've wanted one for a while. I'm kind of glad I got an automatic one right now. The only bad thing about the automatics is they don't hold very much power. I want to do a timing belt on this. It needs tires, and I'm probably going to do wheels. The suspension's really bad. It clunks around. So I'll probably put some coilovers on it. New sway bar end links. That's what you can hear right now, doing all the rattling. It's like every time you hit a bump. And then needs a new windshield. I mean, it needs to be cleaned up a little bit. It almost has 200,000 miles, but it almost looks like it's probably taken care of. So, I mean, there wasn't any sludge in the oil cap. The tranny shift's pretty decent. It needs a flush. I mean, I know exactly what to do with these because I had the other S60 and I took very good care of it. I was going to take this to the car wash, but it started doing the shift flare, and usually that happens. My old one used to do it whenever my tire pressures were low, and since this thing has this is like some Raptor tire on this side, that's is that a Continental? Yeah, Continental on the back, like different, like tread wears. That one right here is another Raptor, but it looks like it's a little bit better of a tire, and this tire looks like it's almost brand new. So, I mean, the all-wheel drive system in these is very particular, and it doesn't like different size tires or different wear. So I'm going to, I think I have a set of 4 Federals I'll throw on here, and then I also want to change the tranny fluid. I was planning on doing that anyway. So I haven't even had the car like an hour, and I pulled some tires out of my container. It definitely needs tires, and you know, this, I'll do this and change the tranny fluid, and I'm pretty sure that'll resolve that shift flare. And if it doesn't, right now it's not slipping. So what Volvos do is they kind of have this spot where they flare up, and then it's like a hard engagement. It's kind of the same thing like when you're like a diesel truck's tuned. Like my truck, if I rip on it really hard, it has like the same kind of thing. The band, it engages more harsh, so you feel it. But you know, if you let it go too long on that, because it does it every shift through the lower gears, 1 through 3rd, it'll make the tranny go out. So a thing that also needs to be done, if that doesn't fix it, since it's not slipping, there's like a new software update. So having technical difficulties with the tire machine. It has like a valve in it. We tried to fix it a couple weeks ago. It worked for, I don't know, until now. I'm going to get some spark plugs, tranny fluid, and probably some stuff to clean the carpet and clean up the leather inside. And then what I'll probably do tonight is pressure wash the engine bay, clean the interior, put plugs in it, and then figure out something with this filter. I'll probably end up making like an air box, because this like doesn't seal that well. And I do like how these ram, but I might just you know, do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I kind of want to utilize the ram air into the air box. I want to keep the factory air box, but this thing was like letting a lot of dirt by. So I will be in Sacramento for a couple days before and after, and then you know, I'll be up in the toll. If you know what it is, I'll be up there. If you see me, say what up. I may have like a little thing in Sacramento to meet some subscribers, but I won't have like any of my cars. I'm flying in, and me and my grandma usually rent a car to take up there, because I usually thrash it pretty bad. The last one we rented was a Nissan Armada, and you know, good thing we got the insurance. But yeah, I do want to get this thing driving a little bit better. I was kind of sad that I couldn't put tires on it. It definitely needs coilovers, so I'm going to be buying some, so this has the, I think it's magnetic suspension. It is adjustable, kind of like the VR4, but the fronts are definitely gone. They make a lot of noise. The stock stuff is very expensive. Putting coilovers on this is a lot better alternative. I mean, the stock one strut I think is $1,200. So and like the whole like coilover set from VC is like $9.95. So I'll probably do that. Put coils on it. I think it might need pads. I'm not exactly sure yet. I want to put wheels on it, but for now, I want to. I'll just put the tires on these wheels. These are like the Pegasus R wheels. They're not 18s, but they're still worth a little bit of money. And then me and Trevor are gonna have a challenge when I get back. Like the day after I get back, we're gonna like have this thing at a track, and it'll be like the Saab against the Volvo. As long as I can get this tranny issue sorted out. Bought one of these Bissell things. I had one before, but you can't leave them full of the solution or it gets like hard. I got some engine degreaser. I got like a little, like a smelly thing. I got some leather cleaner, and then I got some of the solution for that Bissell. So I'm gonna clean the engine bay right now, and then I'm gonna wash the car. Then I'll put plugs in it, and I think that'll be that for this video. And hopefully I can get coilovers for this thing within by the end of next week, before I get back, and then I can put them on, and me and Trevor could do that thing. I could have the tires put on, balanced, and you know, all the good stuff. Here's the engine bay before. It, and it's probably the first time it's been washed in quite a while. I feel like the people that owned this before, they either, because it has quite a bit of miles, it was like taken care of, but I feel like they drove it and then they handed it down to their like their kid that was learning how to drive, and then it just kind of went downhill. They didn't take care of it, and the good thing is they stopped driving it because they didn't know how to fix these, but the whole tranny thing is probably why they stopped driving it. But I cleaned the wheels up with that lead like fallout stuff, and it actually works really nice. And then I cleaned the engine bay, and it's all steaming off right now because of the you know, it's wet, and it was all wet, and I just was driving it a little bit. But yeah, definitely 100, you know, probably 100% better than it was. I need to put the airbox back in, and I'm gonna change the spark plugs, but I'll let it cool down a little bit. I'll do the interior, clean the interior up, and then once I'm done with that, throw the airbox all back in. I pressure washed the tranny. It looks a lot better too. I pressure washed all these pipes. I pressure washed all that stuff coming off the power steering pump, just so I can figure out where it's leaking from. And then once I do, I'll just replace it if that's the case. And then yeah, I mean, it does look a lot cleaner. Okay, so pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use a toilet brush and scrub it with some shampoo, then vacuum it up, and it should be really clean. Usually it works, and I'll do the whole car, and it should come out really nice. Oh man, see, this is the interior color I wanted. This is like the butterscotch. That'd be so much nicer than this. And with black carpet, oh my gosh, butterscotch and black carpet. I could find the old owners and be like, hey, how do you like your car now? So I just washed the car, but there's like a fire, so you could see all this ash. It was sitting outside and it got ash on it, so now it's dirty again, kind of. Not really, but Clean all the carpet. It did take a little bit of time to do. It wasn't that dirty, but it did, you know, it definitely looks a lot better clean now. And I need to let it air out, but the carpet's all nice and clean. Back here, it's all nice and clean. And then back here, I never knew that they had like seats for 2 people back, but I never knew there's 2 back seats here. But yeah, you can see it's nice and clean. I shampooed everything and vacuumed it all out. It's gonna need to dry, but once it dries, it should look really good. Video for today. The Volvo is now clean. Wheels are clean. Carpet's clean. I still need to clean the leather, but otherwise it does look, oh, and the engine bay got cleaned. So it does look a ton better than when I got it. It still has a few things that I need to do, like heat gun the plastics so they turn black again, and you know, do the wheels, change the oil, change the tranny fluid. So if you like the video, subscribe, comment below. Thanks for watching, and click that bell to get notifications. See you tomorrow.